Good morning,
Good morning.
and welcome to our morning. Let's move this. That's okay. That's good.
It's usually meant to be a bit earlier than this, but we were asleep.
We are asleep.
Very asleep.
However, we are now awake, and if you're awake, then we are happy for you to join us.
Oh, I need to open Restream so I can see people speaking.
Oh, you do. You do. You do. You do.
Yeah.
So, yesterday I discovered an interesting thing about Photoshop, in that it uh has a cool kind of video group. I think that's what you were using when you were making your duck thing, which I just didn't understand at the time. But I thought I might give it another go. But yeah, or at least I'm gonna look at it and talk about it.
Do it.
Um,
Why not? Subtibs. Subtibins. How are you today?
how are you?
How are you doing? Wow. I was just on Twitter and looking at the old dogs reanimated,
All
and it
right.
seems like the old dogs reanimated is attracting a lot of really, really good animators.
Oh wow, wow.
Oh yeah, there's every shot I've seen from it looks really good quality. Tired and sleeping lethargic. Well, welcome to the tired sleeping lethargic club. We're doing okay, thanks.
Yeah, we're
Also sleepy.
very yeah. We's asleep. I was hoping that would say frame two, but it doesn't. All right.
Oh,
Hello, Unicorn Curry. Welcome to the stream.
alright. I best start neatening up some of the stuff I was doing yesterday. Neating up them boobies.
Neating them.
Yes, they're very sketchy right now because I was trying new stuff. Blood?
That's the name of the brush that I use.
Ah. Hey Unicorn Curry, good morning. How are you? How do you do? Did you guys get up to anything cool yesterday?
We did all the things. No, we didn't. We were gonna watch a movie, which I fell asleep through. Saw most of it.
We thought they gave that else saw it.
Yeah.
Now the world is your oyster, Tibbs. Today VLC.
Tomorrow. Or
Good morning, Tyler.
hi.
Hope you had a good day yesterday. How are you doing? Oh, how is everyone? Sorry we're a bit late. We were very asleep. Thanks, Tyler. I don't think I'm going to spend that much more time on it. Because it was just a fun little thing I was doing. So I'll probably try and finish it up this morning. See if I can neaten up these lines. I've never been one to polish a piece for a long time, you know.
Yeah, you like to get things moving.
Yeah, I like to just do fun small things and then move on to the next thing. So I'm not going to spend a long time rendering or agonizing about what else I could do to it. That's awesome. Sounds like you're totally like whooshing your way through it. You're one of those people, Tyler, who doesn't put off work. And I respect that. Because when I was at school, I would totally put everything off until the last minute and then panic about having too much to do. Oh, Unicorn Curry said the chat and everything is okay. It's not lacking too much. Should probably zoom in a bit.
So if I do... Yeah. Cool.
Let me put smoothing on and see if that does anything. Whoa, smoothing's really weird.
I wish there was a way to automatically select. Whenever I scrub the timeline to select the layer that's currently being shown.
What are you doing? Are you animating?
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Well, Tyler, if it's pushing you to get all the work done, that's pretty cool. I would just play computer games until the week before the deadline, and I'd be like, okay, I guess I better start now. And then I'd be like, oh wait, this project is bigger and more work than I thought it was gonna be. Oh no. Then a panic would begin. She's sad because she can't get into our bedroom. She's not allowed in our bedroom anymore. Because no one ever sees Buffy anymore when she goes and sleeps on our bed, because she's there all the time.
She really is there all day now.
Yeah. She only ever comes upstairs to eat, and then she goes back downstairs and goes to sleep. Everyone misses her. So she's not allowed.
So you might hear faint mew.
Yeah, if you hear a miserable meowing, that's what it is. Buffy! Come and see us then, you know? Panicking is a good answer to everything. It's definitely an answer. It's something that you can do. Whether it's helpful or not is debatable.
Okay, well, I think I've figured out.
Ooh, awesome. Playing Spider-Man and Monster Hunter I can always recommend. It's one of my favourites. Haven't been able to play as much of the new one as I've wanted.
Much of the new what?
Monster Hunter.
Oh,
I suppose
yeah.
it's not all that new anymore, but it's the newest Monster Hunter in the franchise, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not super new.
I remember when we used to see Buffy on the morning streams. She used to come and say hi, wander around.
Yeah.
People would be like, Buffy! And we'd be like, yeah!
She still does that, but she usually it's if she hasn't been fed. And then when she's fed, we did see the new Spider-Man movie, yeah.
You're gonna play taiko, that's awesome. Like drumming. Drumming sounds like a really good way to relieve stress. Ah, sorry, Blasting Blades. We're a bit late today as well. We were meant to start much earlier.
Yeah, we're
We were meant to start at what, like 2 a.m. for you or something? It's still not great.
1 a.m. maybe.
It's better. It's definitely a game where you would have a good time with a bunch of friends. But it's also really fun to play with people who you don't know online.
Yeah. I think they've got a whole bunch of chat stuff that is like emoticons and things, so if you feel apprehensive about like actually speaking to people, you don't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
But you can still coordinate with emotes and stuff.
Back when it was first out for the Wii, which was I think first console where you could play just online without needing to be next to the person you were playing with like you do on the PSP.
Yeah.
I used to play with people online all the time who I didn't know, and it was really fun. And I think it's the same with this one.
Yeah. Have you tried playing Random Hunters?
I think I have.
Yeah.
But I haven't so much with the new one because we literally bought it like together to play together.
Yeah.
So every time we boot it up, we tend to play together. It's about any time I boot it up that you're not also booting it up.
It's true. Beep beep.
I don't believe you have no friends, Tyler. That's sweet of friends. We might barely ever get to actually play it because we're too busy all the time, but we are there nevertheless. Nevertheless. Yeah, party games is for that one person that you know who actually throws the parties.
That you go to.
Yeah. I mean, you could be the person who hosts the parties, Tips. You could be the party person.
Be the host with the most.
Most games.
Oh.
Oh, we didn't see the Discord.
We're currently streaming. I was wondering if you guys.
What do you think, Mike?
I don't know when we're gonna be going to and stuff. I'm feeling pretty like chill and tired. Yeah, I don't think I'd make a very good conversationalist.
We could maybe do it next week.
Yeah.
You know, next week when we're going to be completely together, absolutely awake, completely on time. When we'll be better people. Could set a date for Monday if Steiny's up for it. Good morning, Emlet. How do you do? How do you do, sir? How do you do what you do? Oops. Aww. I hate hearing you sounding so sad, but I mean...
Yeah.
She's only sad that she can't get to our duvet. There's plenty of other places for her to sleep.
You go up and sleep on
the bed with Elle.
with
Yeah. She could go anywhere. The flat is her oyster.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just like getting into the headspace of what I want to draw. I want to do like a Spider-Man-ish doodle.
Animate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Whoa, Mike, cool. Aha! Has she given up?
We'll probably get revenge.
You better not. Why, Iota? Cintiqs are amazing. I'm an advocate for them. It's definitely much easier to work on a Cintiq than it is for me to work on a tablet. So if people can afford it, I encourage them to make the investment. They're super expensive, but I spent two or £3,000 on mine. Back when I had like an income to kind of support that. It was still a lot of money though. It was still an entire month's worth of wage for me. But I spent that money on a Cintiq, and I've never regretted it because I've used it every single day.
Yeah, it's like completely become a part of how you make art and animation now.
Yeah, I've used it every single day for what, 4 years now?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm still using it every single day, so it's a pretty good investment for me. You know, so it might seem expensive, but if you guys are going to be drawing or animating a lot, then it might be worth it. An iPad Pro and pencil or a Cintiq. That's tough. I mean, a Cintiq is good because you can hook it up to a Windows system, and then you can get a bit more software on it, I think. Well, I don't know actually. Do you normally use Macs Tyler? Are you a Mac person? I feel like using Windows would mean that you have access to more programs, but maybe that's not true anymore, you know?
Well, I think in the past, um, iPad devices would have had uh, like sort of more limited versions of software, but we'll be making more um, Apple OS based specific stuff for a few years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can get a full version of Photoshop for iPad now, or at least they're working towards that very soon.
I guess the main thing then is if you would want to be super portable, or if you would want to keep everything mostly to a desktop. My Cintiq is pretty big, so it's not something I can take around with me. It's just something that will sit on my desktop. Would you be thinking about getting one which you could carry around?
Sounds
It's
so sad.
Yeah. Everything's awful for her. Like it's the worst thing that could have happened. She'll never be as sad as she is right now. To be honest, I think both would be good, Tyler. I think that whichever you choose will do you real well. But if it is a bad decision to be made. Yeah, and that's a good idea. If you go to a con, you could try it. Or a Wacom store.
Emily, you probably um
I think you'd like it.
like cons, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't decide how to start this animation.
Start in the best place, in the middle.
Yeah.
Why not? What do you want to animate him doing?
It's probably going to be Spider-Gwen, but just jumping around, swinging.
Jumping around swinging, something like that. It's probably good to know what you want to do before you do it. So that you know what you're aiming for. Or you could just jam out.
Yeah.
Why don't you get yourself a background?
Okay. That's a good shout.
Google a city or something and find yourself some stage to have them on.
That is a good suggestion. Then it'll
Yeah,
give me a sense of space to animate.
we're all weirdos here, and that don't even worry. I wish there was a con that we could all go to and like meet one another and hang out. That'd be cool.
Not gonna let up.
Okay, I've got an idea.
Go and pick her up. Oh, India's lured her into the room with treats and put a cushion down for her. Go mad. Do 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 do. This could be cool. Oh, I think he thought you. Guys, where did oh,
I'm having a treat for you, okay? Jesus.
she said Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. Come on, bro, settle down. I don't even know what the conversation's about anymore.
Uh, Emlet was maybe going to travel to see Grumps, and but shoot pulled out at the last minute, and so they're talking about Emlet traveling.
Well, I think the Grumps are going to do a UK, not a UK, but a European tour next year, so you should totally go and see them. I know it's difficult though. I'm lucky to have a bear with me. It's a bit easier to conquer anxiety and social anxiousness when you are not alone. When you're in a pair, you have someone who you can kind of rely on as a rock.
That's true. Yeah.
It makes it a bit easier. Like if I was completely on my own, I'd probably be a bit more nervous about going places. Oh, hey Arctic, good morning. Awesome animation this morning.
Yeah, it looks real good.
I really loved it. It looks super cool. I hope any work you have on at the minute is going well. Hmm. So Emma, are you saying that you feel like less prone to anxiety when you're alone? Because you feel like you get a free ticket to be anxious when you're with someone? That's cool. I mean, anxiousness is not cool just in general, but it's cool that you feel like being on your own is actually helping you. I think it does build confidence more when you're alone and you choose to do things. Because, like you said, you're just relying on yourself.
Yeah, it's almost like if you have an audience, or are you feeling, you kind of get swept up in how they would react to you,
Yeah.
and you have like this dual thing going on where you're like can't be honest around certain people, and so it takes energy to pretend to be okay.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Like, I don't have to do that around you, but I do around other people. Like, pretend I'm fine all the time, and that can be really exhausting if you're not.
Yeah.
There is another kind of like strange feeling though when I'm with you, and like I know I can be weaker with you because you'll pick up the slack for me, and there's like a certain amount of weakness in there where I shouldn't really be expecting you to have to pick up the slack for me on certain things. Like I should be able to just do it myself.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a nice thing, but it's also something where you don't want to always be putting pressure and expectations on the other person to help you out.
Yeah. Swing.
Yeah, it's true. So many different ways to feel anxiety, but it's just a feeling. It's just our brain being scared of something. Like the thing we're scared of might not actually be like dangerous or upsetting or anything. It's just our feelings about it that colour the way that we experience it. So try our best to push ourselves into new experiences.
I got...
you want out? You want out, do you? Where's sit and lie? You have everything you could need in here. You're fed. You've got a nice cushion to lie on. You've got a poopy tray in the bathroom.
What more could you want?
She wants out. That's what she wants.
Nice. And you just put a box on a cushion. Alex says, I find that I often underestimate my ability to just talk to strangers and have a small conversation. When it happens, I usually end up thinking how better that went than I expected. Yeah, I think you can erode a level of anxiety around things that you practice. So once you've done it a few times, it no longer like affects you in the same way. Like a lot of anxiety, I feel, is caught up in facing things that are unfamiliar, and so if you can become more familiar with those things, they'll probably trigger the responses less.
Yeah, I think that's true. Doing new things is scary. For sure. Oh, she was totally in the box for a sec, guys. She was in the cushion box and she was adorable, and I thought she was gonna be like sleepy, but nope.
You did it. Almost.
Yeah, I am also resolving to speak to people in real life more next year. Like to actually go out of the apartment to places and speak to people, because I feel like I need to get better at it. And the only way to get better at something is to practice.
Yeah.
So I need to go and hang out with friends and see people.
I usually just listen when I'm in groups. I want to talk more.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. The peg bar goes live. Go on, Tyler. Go on. Peg bar on ice. That's what we need. Everything's better on ice. I wish there was a place where we could all meet up where it's convenient for all of us. Because we're so spread out over the entire planet, it's kind of difficult to find a middle point. You should all just come to Ireland.
Make it easy for us.
Yeah. Pegging con.
No.
Yes. Bermuda
Yeah.
Triangle. The perfect place for a meetup. Nothing will go wrong. It would be really cool to have a meeting in the Bermuda Triangle. I would be up for that. I want to know what's so strange about it and why planes keep disappearing.
Is it not just magnetic interference or something?
I'm not sure. Who knows? Not me.
I've made all this scroll motion that I want to do like at the very top of the frame. It's not good.
Tyler, I don't think anyone would be able to afford to come. Having seen what happens when people arrange meetups, it's difficult for people to afford it and also to all be free at the same time. What we need is some kind of studio where we can slowly accumulate people. Yeah, Tibbs, we're residents, but we're not citizens of Ireland.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're just residents.
I think you might actually have to apply for citizenship and everything. We just haven't, because we don't know if we're necessarily going to be here for a very, very long time. So
yeah.
buffs. Oh no, stop being plain. Why didn't you come and lie in my bag? Do you remember you? Whoa, Evelyn, you have a week off after this.
Oh, sorry, I just knocked the mic into.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for your day to be over too, so you can just sleep and draw and have an awesome time. Do you have any plans for the week, or is it just relax? I mean, are they your plans?
Yeah, you gotta do something incredibly out there and special with your whole week off.
No, don't say that. That's not true.
You need to feel the pressure when you're like, oh no, I have time off. I need to use it to the maximum.
That's the worst, when you're like, oh man, I only have a week off. I better do a ton of freelance work on it, and then you spend your entire week with your head down, and then you're like, oh, where did my week go? Buffy. She knows her name. She's peeking at the door until I say it, and then she's like, I wasn't doing anything.
Yep, definitely knows her name.
Come on, go on over here. Bring that sweet fluffy ass over here.
Did you just go, oh?
Come on.
Ah, I see.
I mean, an animated village, how cool would that be? That would be so cool.
An animator village.
Mm-hmm.
We'd probably all kill each other within a year.
No. It'd be fine. We'd all have our little separate houses. It'd be great. There'd be enough space for everyone to be socially anxious, but also we could all go out and see each other at any time. Be like knocking on each other's doors and being like, lend me some sugar.
Lend me some sugar.
I ran out of sugar.
Yeah, right, okay.
That's what it's gonna be like.
It'd be more like, I'm running out of India ink. Do you have any? No, you used up mine last week.
Help
Go
me,
away.
I spilled tea all over my friend. Help me. Wow. The computer suddenly decided that it's gonna chug. Like, this is me trying to draw. There it goes. There it goes. Damn it, she got out. He's a wily one, that cat.
She's gonna go downstairs and meow at the door again.
I know. An entire village dedicated to furry commissions would make a lot of money. I don't know why my computer is suddenly chugging, but it really is. What if I need to like purge the memory or something? No, it's still super slow. I don't know why. RDR2 reference for all non-epic gamers. Red Dead Redemption. That looks like such a cool game. You know what else looks like a cool game? Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, we've been playing a bunch of that. Ah, it's like It's like Shadow of the Colossus meets Skyrim.
We've been enjoying it, maybe too much. Al brought it over on his Switch, so we got to play it a little bit. And now we feel spoiled and like we need a Switch.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, maybe I'll have to leave some of these paint splodges outside of the legs there because my brush doesn't seem to be working. Come on, computer, you can do it. Why is it so hard? Let me try and close all the stuff my computer decided to open when it started. Steam, OneNote, Spotify. Pretty much everything I can close.
Doig is animate a spider move.
Spider Gwyn. I don't even know what the beginner area is, to be honest. Mike's been the one who's been playing it predominantly, and yesterday I had a short go and I just jumped straight onto his save file.
There's like a starting kind of plateau. Starting.
Yeah.
Further.
Was it because you weren't enjoying it too much, Tim?
I haven't seen the Raimi suit in the game yet, Tyler. I've seen a screenshot of it when they tweeted about it.
Do you think it looks cool? Do you want it?
It's free, so I got it, but I haven't played it.
Oh, I see. It's part of DLC you haven't completed yet.
Yeah, they did a holiday update.
I feel like Daniela's eyes need a bit of TLC.
Spider-Man or Spider-Gwen or whatever, it feels like a total exercise in art.
Yeah, I think especially because I swing a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like arcs are pretty much how they move.
Yeah, there was people kicked up a fuss to the fact that they hadn't made the Raimi suit in the game.
But they have, haven't they?
But now they have, but it might have just been pressure to do so, which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think customer demand might be getting a little bit out of hand. It's starting to feel a little bit like companies are freelance artists, with people like demanding commissions from them.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Like they would have to pay staff to make that.
Yeah, like try and be happy with what you've been given and enjoy the game as it is. And if you don't enjoy it, that's okay too. But I don't think this suit or that suit would make or break the experience. Like, I worry a little bit about the pressure that companies are under to please everyone right now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the fans are so vocal that it feels like companies are pressured into doing things, and I don't think that's the way that games should be made.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, entitlement art, it ruins everyone's fun.
Yeah, and let's be honest, if everyone gets what they want with a game, it doesn't necessarily make the game a good game.
Yeah.
Like sometimes what I want is for the person who's making the game to make the game how they wanted to make it.
Like I played the game and they're like, a lot of these suits I'm not a fan of. I'm like, I don't care. There are ones I am a fan of, and those are the ones I wore. You know, like
Yeah, you wear the ones you like the most, and then
yeah, it's kind of
it's not so much bad that people want it. It's just bad that people put so much pressure on them that they feel like they absolutely have to deliver.
yeah. It's interesting what people think they're entitled to based on the fact that they've bought the game. It's like I bought the game, I gave you money, therefore you need to make what I want. I'm like, no,
No, you didn't give me money to commission something from me.
You bought the game, it entitles you to play the game.
Yeah, you bought what I made. It's like if you bought a comic, you wouldn't then tell me to retrospectively go back and redraw pages for you. I know it's a bit different because they're not changing necessarily anything, they're just adding stuff too. But if you bought a comic from me, like I wouldn't expect because you bought a comic that you can demand me to keep adding pages onto the end of it.
Yeah.
It's odd and interesting the way that DLC and games are working now that they have immediate response from fans to everything they do. Hey Roxanne, good morning. How are you? Even if they did have more power over the industry, it's not necessarily a good thing for the industry or for them. I mean, I like the weird games that are made like by people because that's what their vision is. I love experiencing those.
Yeah.
I don't want to always experience something that I've dictated people to make.
Yeah, like you want to be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And if it isn't up to what you want, make it yourself.
Yeah, if there's something you particularly want, then well, more Glim is coming, so I mean that's good. But yeah, it sucks for creativity to have people just demanding stuff from games companies. I don't think the people making the demands understand what the demands cost the companies.
Well, it says it's an interesting topic though. Like, how much influence should fans have on things?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think none.
I think it would depend upon what it is and what its intent is. Like, if you make a game where the point of it is that people have a hand in like deciding what happens with it.
Yeah, if you um, purposely make it interactive in that way, then sure.
Yeah.
But I saw an interesting reaction. It was like, "Hey, I thought you said you were listening," and they said, "We said we were listening. We didn't say we would do what you said, though."
Yeah.
There is a difference between um, opening the channels to hear things, and then like the creative decision to act on those is in the creator's hands.
Directors.
Yeah.
Is the thing. Obviously, like there's an appreciation towards the fans that happens because they're the ones, who are funding the stuff. Well, when it's bought afterwards, it's actually funded by the companies and the people who commission it. But your fans are the people who are consuming the media, and there's definitely a thankfulness there for the fact that they appreciate the media and want the media and enjoy the media, because that's a great feeling for the thing you're making to be wanted by people. But the fact that they're the ones who consume it doesn't mean that they get to direct the project.
Yeah. Tibbs is saying release the Glim painted suit version of the comic with alternate cover or Doig and Soto's over party.
Which mid suit now? Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome. Oh no! It's happening! I mean, we're in the fortunate position that a lot of the people who like our stuff are our friends. So, you guys are always like super cool and nice to us, but a lot of fans find it easy to dehumanize companies and forget that there are individuals working who are doing their best to bring them stuff. And it makes it easier to treat them poorly because of it. No, you forget there are real people behind it who are like sacrificing their Christmas holidays to try and work for you.
Yeah.
To get X or Y out on time.
Like, I absolutely adore the Spider-Man game, and I hope that they continue to make more content for it. But I'm not going to be like, hey, you're not making more content for it. Make more content for it, dude. I'm just be like, be cool if they did it. And happily pay for additional content. Bring on the sequel.
I feel like the eyes are a bit close together, so I'm moving them a wee bit.
The recent censorship stuff that's been happening as a result of groups of people pressuring companies to censor people they don't like. Yeah, we're in a climate now where the Google App Store has been taking large platforms off of their store back. And the apps have then needed to change the way they interact with their user base in order to appease. I think there's like sexually explicit stuff is being targeted. So Tumblr was taken off the App Store, and therefore they did a purge. ArtStation was taken off.
ArtStation?
Yeah, taken off the App Store.
This is completely unfair.
Yeah, because they had been flagged for sexually explicit stuff on their website, but they have responded saying that they have a mature tag, and anything that's tagged mature won't show up on the app.
I mean,
to try to appease that, but then the images that they cited as being flagged mature wouldn't have been flagged mature because they weren't mature, but they're using they're using images that aren't especially explicit. Like they feature I think it was a female character, and the character was beginning to lift their top, but that was it.
Okay.
So
it's titillating.
Yeah, it's been flagged.
That's so annoying. That's terrible that they would ruin it for the many because a few people are doing explicit things. And what's more, so what if they're doing explicit things? What's wrong with explicit art?
Nothing.
You know, let people draw what they want to draw so long as it's tagged appropriately so that people can't stumble upon it if they don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're warned before you click on the image, hey, this is explicit. Like, that, I'm sorry, that's art. You know, you can't have it both ways. You can't advertise everything to us using big-breasted women and then take the high ground when people draw that for leisure.
Yeah.
Doig refused to allow any K in the colours. DeviantArt tab is still up, the most explicit place. It just shouldn't, like, art's always been explicit art. And it's fine. Like, there are people who really, really like it. So it sucks to take that away for people.
How has Google grown into an evil company now?
I feel like we're receding back in the Victorian age again. And pretty soon it's going to be like, she exposed her ankle. Oh! How explicit!
No.
You know, can we all just acknowledge that sex is a thing? And boobies exist. And so do dicks. And, you know, it's not a big deal. It is, in fact, human anatomy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Android phones send location data to Google every 4 minutes, even if you turn Wi-Fi and GPS off. Whoa.
We don't need privacy, we just need to be protected from the lewds.
Yeah.
Google knows where I am and they can outsail people in to throw my computer out of the window whenever I'm close to clicking on a mature image.
There you go. Okay, there we go. Boom.
Get on with the youngins! I really don't see what the big deal is though with explicit content. I understand some people don't want their kids to know about their own bodies or sex until a certain age. And that's totes fine. But, you know, things that are mature are meant to be tagged for mature, so as long as they are, hopefully there's still control that parents have over that.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as a reason to take an entire platform off your store.
Yes, it's just
it's
Google
kind of
exerting
like
control.
it's kind of like burning down Waterstones because it has an explicit section.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what about all the people who want to go in there and read the other books? And, you know, even more, what about the people who do want to go in there and read the erotica? Why aren't they allowed to? It exists. It's fine. Everyone is not a snowflake. Oh wait, is a snowflake a term for something in particular? I just thought it was like a pretty piece of snow that floats down.
Oh, snowflake means someone who's easily offended.
Oh, okay, gotcha. There you see, look, I'm on board with the slang. I know what's going on.
But yeah, let's bring up the point of advertisers and how like YouTube in particular has like changed to appease them. I think it's all just about bottom line stuff, you know. By that I mean like keeping the profit margins high.
Yeah, I think people are scared of what people. I think companies are scared of what people will do now. Because I feel like them taking a large platform off their site or that platform changing the way it does things is more expensive than it is profitable. I feel like more nowadays companies and individuals especially can be sunk by people saying things about them or boycotting their accounts or such, and I think no one wants to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was shocked about that. Patreon banning people for past associations with things. Seems like that's a slippery slope.
Banning people for stuff they do outside the platform is, and it is a bit of a kind of a leap, because if you're adhering to their community guidelines on their platform, that's all they should be able to enforce. But if they're like looking outside of it, then
I know, but the thing is that like the excuse they gave for banning people was that they were violating the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Which they weren't. Politics is very confusing. I'm not sure I completely understand it. But yeah, I don't think that it necessarily means that you agree with ideas because you're a place where you can find those ideas. Mm-hmm. Just like in Waterstones, I think there'll be lots of books that the employees of Waterstones don't necessarily agree with the views in.
Yeah.
But they will still sell you the books. And burning books, I don't think, is a road you want to go down. I think it's very similar to what's happening.
Yeah.
I think censorship is a sticky subject that people should be careful about. I think at the minute it's being used as a blanket cure for things, and I think people aren't going to understand the repercussions of closing their eyes to things they don't like until it's too late. I don't think censorship ever helped anyone really. I'm reading the chat and I'm trying to keep up as best I can.
Yeah, I'm also reading it.
I'm not someone who understands a lot of political terminology, and a lot of politics also seems to go over my head. So if I don't grasp point properly, please forgive me. I'm not being deliberately obtuse. Yeah, it's a weird and scary world at the minute. I feel like everyone's just one misstep away from being targeted by one group or another. It makes saying how you feel and what you think scary and tricky.
Yeah, because you have to navigate so much.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't stand up for what they believe in publicly because they're worried that one group or another will come over and essentially harass them for it. Memes of presidents and people hate sex all over again. We're reverting.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning, Al. Al is up and about. Hi. Good morning.
Okay, stay in. Cool.
Oh, she's lying on the mat.
Cool.
Awesome.
So I'm guessing after.
Oh, so very early. We haven't even started yet. We're definitely not 15 minutes from the end again.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Thank goodness. Yeah, we're talking about censorship and politics. I'm a bit out of my depth. Yeah, it's one of those mornings, you know.
I didn't start it.
Everyone's blowing off steam before the weekend, and Emlet has a week off next week, so that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I should do Dan's booty properly. Isn't his boot, not his foot. Yes, it is Elf from the Music collab. It's the L. I think we only have one L so far. Not as far as I know. Only one. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
You need a second. And like, if you use it, you wear like cool leather jacket. Like,
Sounds an awful lot like the Mushroom Kingdom.
if you have a mohawk, the closer you look to an underground citizen from Demolition.
Sounds good.
Isn't that what we all secretly want to be?
Not the dark way.
The dark weeb.
Punk web. Sounds good. Rebel or die.
Oh no! That says they can't hear you. You might have to shout. Scream.
We've got the microphone set up on the stream to be kind of like only our voice, like only from around like here sort of works. Yeah, it means that it's not totally perfect, but it's a way that we don't send audio to two microphones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like the way we usually have it set up for Discord calls, where this microphone picks up everything.
Hello, India.
Hello, Al.
You smell nice this morning.
Thank you, Al.
Resolution on this machine is so good.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out next to India, by the way. I'm all up in her grill.
She's looking at my Cintiq and admiring it because it's beautiful.
And it works.
It's my best friend. I'd save my Cintiq before I'd save anybody.
And that's where your priority should be at.
Go, Cintiq, you're the best of us! Live!
a free range Cintiq.
But you'll definitely like put stickers directly onto the surface of it.
I definitely will. I'll definitely
Not thinking about the
obscure.
consequences.
I'll definitely obscure my file menu
Yeah.
with stickers of Yakuza 0, and then not be able to actually see anything that I'm clicking on.
And just let the adhesive bake into the surface.
I was trying to give it something nice, but it backfired.
Thank you, Tyler. I'm gonna look at the chat over your shoulder if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let me. Now, hopefully, we'll both be able to be heard.
Aw, thank you, Tib. So we watched Mario.
Yeah.
The Mario Bros. Live action movie from the 90s. From the year I was born.
Yeah. It was fate, really.
I found it to be a very enjoyable experience. A very confusing experience.
The audio setup didn't help. The audio is very bassy, and everyone's talking in
We
very
couldn't hear
high tones.
90% of the dialogue.
We could just hear the music, and everyone else was like. They were like talking really fast because, like, I don't know, Brooklyn.
But you know, I don't think it really hampered the experience. I think that we understood about as much as we would have anyway.
I don't know. We understood as much as we needed to.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting on the floor right now. Now I'm looking at my phone. And now I'm closing my phone again. We're not. Well, I'm not going to go to a con, but you guys probably are. I'm not prepared. I'm not mentally prepared. I'm not physically prepared. I'm not financially prepared. I'm not morally prepared.
There's no way.
It's been a while since I went there. I would love to go there.
Oh, Elle's here because she's helping us work on something. So we're having like a kind of work party.
They're building a
Taking
really
over.
good like fort in their house.
We're building a robot.
Decided you called it an expert.
And you know what? Success. So
Elle is Ireland's resident pillow expert.
Yeah.
She knows how to get all the foundations strong. You gotta use the right cushions.
Yeah, I'm here to give you the low down.
on the feather down.
That was. Yeah. You got it.
It's a good joke.
Thank you for reinforcing.
You know, I didn't mean to smother you, but I have a good pillow joke.
Well, that's
It's a dark pillow joke.
it's a dark pillow joke. Yeah.
Welcome to the dark side of pillow jokes. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That there's Spider Gwen. There she is.
I'm animating Photoshop apparently.
That's so cool. So she's like kind of like an abstract one, but in motion it looks really crispy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Exploitbot. Good morning.
How fast did you do that?
An hour.
Michael, make a short film
Make a short film.
of this style.
I can do it.
Only put the details where they really need to be, because this is gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay, so did you like take reference to the film?
No.
Guys, you gotta give me something here.
And literally, India was like, "You should get a background." So I got the background, which is, this, and then I was like, "Cool, she can swing down here." And then I roughed it in little splodgy dots, and now I'm just going through and interpreting what the
frame.
Yeah.
If you comp a version of it, can you leave a bit of space outside the frame so that it looks like she's swinging it?
That could be cool, yeah.
I've got some good feedback for you, Mike.
The first pass is like that, and then I was just adding in her like different tones.
I love how it's like really, it makes sense in motion even though it's so blobby.
Yeah. Slow the slows and fast the fast. Fast and the fast. Gotcha.
Fast and those fast.
Yeah, I was just working on ones, and now I'm gonna go through and see how it actually plays. So I put everything on twos, and then I was gonna time it out better.
Do as the Spencer Wan does and rely on your drawings to tweak your timing rather than facing them differently.
Yeah.
Or rather timing them differently.
Fasten is secure, right? Fasten is secure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not using my marble.
No. Fasten is like to secure something.
Alright, so it's like a word, like a goofy word joke.
The wordplay.
I can speak English.
It is our first language. We are so good at it.
Tip suggests you give her more air.
Cool. Got it. Clench your butt. Thanks, Tyler.
That's good advice. Are you clenched sufficiently?
Oh, yeah, you're working in Photoshop.
I am, yeah. Also, why Photoshop and not Krita? Because I recently discovered the video group option in Photoshop, which I think is what India was using, but I never got the hang of last year. And so, hey, a year later, I'm like, I remember that, and so I'm doing it in here. Plus,
you remembered.
I'm more familiar with the brushes in Photoshop than I am Krita.
Yeah, I think it makes a big difference what you're comfortable working in, as well as just how good the software is.
Like, all I need is frames, and Photoshop could provide me with that, so boom.
Boy, but what do you mean you're losing too much blood? Are you okay? What happened?
I gotta say, if you found yourself like cutting off a limb or something by accident, I would not advise coming here as the first protocol. I would definitely suggest calling, if not your GP, then perhaps the emergency.
Yeah, though we are experts in many things, reattaching limbs is not one of our areas of expertise.
Especially difficult when we are not physically in the same place.
Yes, our mind powers can only extend so far. Oh, that sounds painful. Is it your hand? Oh, if it's a bad cut, you should go and get like a bandage or something on it. Go and get it seen to.
Yeah, don't self-medicate.
Yeah. You gotta put some pressure on that, raise it, and then.
Go see a doctor if it's deep. I'm sorry, Tyler. I really don't have that expertise. What is that I did?
You pretty much like
Unstoppable.
you be able to do everything.
I'd be going around, reattaching limbs left, right, centre. I could attach myself many new arms, and then I could draw faster. I'd use my powers for evil, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, take it easy, Floyd. Don't get into any fights from this one.
Especially not with that table.
Yeah, the table obviously has inserted itself, and you need to respect the boundaries.
Table is now pack leader. Look at that hair! It flew! Oh my god. It's not the most sophisticated thing I've ever drawn, but it's been fun.
It's wonderful.
And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, so I think I'm very almost done.
And I've been here to witness.
Can I get a witness?
I'm observing.
Is this what observed drawing is?
Observational drawing. Witness me!
Spray tinfoil in my mouth.
Tinfoil.
Pulling myself off of the chair.
Oh my god, is there spray tinfoil? Because that would be both cool and maybe also a bad idea.
Like, what, you spray your pan with it and then put a baked potato on it? Which you're like, I'm ready.
Cool.
Yeah, aren't they awesome? Got some headdresses up. Show you guys. It's on my timeline at the minute. Look, aren't they awesome?
They look really cool.
Wowzers.
They look like Dark Souls sort of like NPCs.
Don't they look like bosses or something? Like if you were gonna design gothic angels to fight, then you might go for something like that. So cool. Yes, Floyd, but if it's bleeding and it's bad, you should definitely call someone and go to the hospital. Do it, Exploitbot. The stream is recorded and you can come back to it if you want to later, but you should go and take care of your injury.
Don't be stupid.
That's a good thing to try and live by. If it's a small cut, a couple of band-aids might do it, but if you're really having trouble, then you should definitely go and get your scene too. Okay, Exploitbot, but you're bouncing between saying that it's bleeding a whole lot and you should go to hospital and you're fine. Take care of yourself, okay? We should all do our best to take care of any injuries that happen.
Yeah, you don't want to die. Let's see, onion.
What colour are Irina's eyes? This is something I should check out.
Brown?
They're brown.
Okay, take care, Exploit.
See you, Exploit.
Oh, bye, Tib.
Bye, Tib.
Bye. I suppose we should also bounce.
Yeah.
We should all bounce like we're on Space Hoppers. You guys remember Space Hoppers, right? Sure you do. An integral part of everybody's childhood. The Space Hopper.
No.
You okay? okay.
Yeah.
How's your spider queen looking?
It's looking okay, although I'm trying to fix the art and I want to do an onion skin but not on the background, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Nope. It's like went dark. It's still okay, but it's a bit kind of like,
Oh, you want to put like a semi-transparent white layer over it?
oh, maybe, yeah.
Alright. Michael, we should call it.
Oh, you call
And
it.
I should also find out how the inside of a gun barrel looks.
Probably dark.
Probably not flat.
Cool. Okay, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Everyone have a good day. If anybody like falls into any tables or anything, take care of yourself. And go and get your scene too. And have an awesome weekend. We'll be back next week. And I promise we'll be super early and together. And
Next week.
yes. We probably won't stream Christmas Day, but we'll probably stream Christmas. Yes. Festive goings on. For all involved.
Bring some mince pie. And mild one.
And brandy oil. I'm sure.
Brandy oil.
Yeah.
Brandy oil.
Brandy oil. And candle wax.
Mix it into a drink.
Yes. Put on your warmest slippers.
Don't give me that drink.
And rub the brandy oil on your temples in preparation for the stream. Open yourself up to the telekinetic festive activities.
I'm gonna just put this here.
I don't know why people say we're like a cult. We're not like a cult.
We don't have a cult leader yet. We can't be a cult without a
So
leader.
mention Chris Pratt.
Buffy.
Chris Pratt be our leader.
Okay, everyone. Take care and goodbye.
Yeah.
And may the rest
Bye of your weekend.
be filled
With
adventure.
adventure.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum.
Da-da-da-da-da.